Hi, this is Terrace Martin, and I'm posted on Fusicology. I just have an album coming out. I produced a group called the Pollyseeds. That's coming out in July. And it's gonna be a fun, groovy ass record, man. We got a lot of new artists on there. We have Rose Gold on there, and we have Robert Glasper, Robert Spud Seawright. You know, we got a lot of good cats on the Pollyseeds album, and it's a true expression of what I feel is how can I say this? If I could take a bus around the world and pick up everybody and take them to Crenshaw, this would be the music I'll be playing when we get to Crenshaw, so they could get a little bit of everything. So since they can't get to Crenshaw, I'm bringing Crenshaw to them, at least the soundtrack, what I feel is a soundtrack right now for me in the Crenshaw district and everything, because you know, it's a little bit of Crenshaw and everything. You dig what I'm saying? I don't understand the word right now. It's never not been Los Angeles. You know, I grew up under Snoop and the Dog Pound, so I don't remember LA not being anything other than LA. When people say, LA got it now, LA this, I mean, we're sitting here at Henson Studios. I've been working out of Henson Studios for 15 years. That's full rate a day. So to me, LA's always been on fire, you know, because the art is everywhere, and LA has a different vocabulary, a different way we walk, a different way we talk, a different way we express our honesty through record and through different things like that. So I think just a different aspect of how we express ourselves has a highlight on it. But as a whole, I mean, shoot, it's the West Coast, the best coast in the world. I think it's like any other industry. I feel the music industry as a whole is like any other industry. It has its good points, it has its bad points, it has its confusing points, it has its great points. You know, for me, yes, I have a lot of independent projects, but I also have a lot of things that aren't independent. You know, like my production life is rarely independent. With the things that I produce, they're always funded, or most of them are funded by major multi-billion-dollar things like, you know, the Universal System or certain things like that. But then I'm able, because of who I am and the freedom of the internet nowadays, I'm able to dibble and dabble in all scapes of music. At one point, for me in my career, to pay the bills, I only could maintain a major industry thing, a place in the mainstream game. My independent game was developing, but it was making no money. Now I can truly say I probably make equally the same amount of money. There's still some things that the independent game is tied to that's great. It's some things that the major part of the game is tied to that's great as well. I say get it all, man. I say get it all, you know, fuck that. I wish I would choose. I don't want to do that. That one's horrible. That one's, get it all, man. Whatever. Hey, man, look, get it all. Just be smart while you're getting it. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up looking up to gangsters and dope dealers, very smart ones that never did a day in prison also. So I grew up with people understanding and respecting the hustle and not knocking the hustle. And one thing about the music business, it's a hustle. And if you ain't a hustler, then this ain't the business for you. Man, I would like to work with, I'm a fan of J. Cole's. I think J. Cole's great. I think Drake is great. Christian Scott is great. Ambrose is great. Alex Isley is almost perfect to me. You know, that's it. I did work with Alex Isley. Well, 2017 is almost a wrap. So for the rest of this year, June 22nd, I'm going on tour with Herbie Hancock. And then in between the tour of Herbie Hancock, I'll also be doing a tour with the Pollyseeds. Literally, for the next 6 months, I'll be juggling being on tour with the Pollyseeds, getting me and Chachi, which is Problem, aka, and he also goes by Problem, but Chachi and Rose Gold and Trevor Lawrence and, you know, YN Vaughn, just getting everybody together for the Pollyseeds and Herbie's tour. And while I'm on the road with Herbie in the hotel rooms working on his album and my album, and it's just the next 6 months are probably going to dictate a long time because it's going to be very busy. So I'm just resting them now and getting ready for it because I don't want to sleep. Fuck sleep, I want to keep going. You know, I'll sleep later on. But I want to send a shout out to everybody that's understands that cannabis is not a drug, it's a medicine. Everybody that understands love to love and hate to hate. Everybody that understands we all have to hug each other instead of fight each other. And everybody that just want to kiss and be safe, you feel me? I want to shout out those people. The Pollyseeds, July 14th. I want to shout out everybody that has a dream and that is putting a vision with the dream and going hard, trying to get to their dreams. Not the punk ass motherfuckers sitting around talking about everybody else's shit when you need gas money to get to the motherfucking spot. Not the motherfuckers sitting around there when they go out to dinner with you and it's you and all your friends, all of a sudden they ain't even trying to pay for their own drinks. We ain't talking about them. We talking about the hard worker, the person that know if they ain't got the money, they shouldn't go out. They should be thinking about how to get the motherfucking bag. The person that want to be successful, the person that want to win, the person that's not going to leech off another man's shit, the person that's not going to come around with your whack-ass, badass ideas and think your shit is superior. This is to the humble person that want to go hard and dream hard and work hard at their dream with a humble spirit and listening and learn how to shut the fuck up. This is to that person. I'm that person. I hope I'm talking to that person. If I'm talking to you, if you dreaming, stay in prayer, stay in belief, stay meditating, stay being cool and paying for your own goddamn meals, and you're gonna be all right.